Yeah,
Want my
tell us who
bots to
you would
come
take
through
at their
for me.
ADP too, Chubb or Derrick Henry at their ADP.
Okay, well at their ADP.
What's up, Fackers? We are back with our Fantasy and Chill 101, counting down the top 101 fantasy football players for the 2020 season. Number 4 on our countdown is running back for the Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry. He is our 4th ranked running back. Last year he finished as running back number 2, as Britt famously prophesied
But
but didn't even trust himself. But Britt did call.
I already
He
had
had
running back.
300.
I didn't need him.
303 carries for 1,540 yards and 16 touchdowns to go along with 18 catches for 206 yards and 2 more touchdowns. He scored 300.6 fantasy points, an average of 20 points per game. All right, so he led the NFL last year in carries, rushing yards, and rushing touchdowns. He was a beast. He was a monster. Almost single-handedly carried the Titans last year into the playoffs, into the AFC Championship game, actually, all the way to that.
What about Tannehill?
Tannehill's very efficient. He's still a young guy, too. We feel like he's been around for a while because we've known about him forever at Alabama, too. But he's still only 25, still in the prime of his career. The only really downside is that when you talk about these guys you're drafting super early as a running back, you like for them to have a little bit of PPR value. He is very limited as a receiver, only 18 catches last year. So hopefully he'll get a few more dump-offs this year, but... All right, Britt?
I'm getting like static every time you talk. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I thought you were questioning his receiving ability. I was like, no, he's pretty
he's
bad.
He's very limited as a receiver, but he is a beast running the ball. All right, so we'll see if he can keep it up, be that top 5 running back again this year.
Wow. Why don't you start this one off? This is your boy.
I just talked for 2 minutes.
I know, but keep going. Why are you taking him number 4?
Why am I taking him number 4? I mean, I don't see why they're going to do anything different from what they did last year. He's going to get 25 carries a game. He is an absolute monster. They're going to run the ball the entire game. They have a good defense, and they play so conservatively that they never really fall behind by that much. So they're always within reach to keep running the ball. Like you said it, Tannehill was very efficient last year, but we know he's not just going to carry an offense. It's all Derrick Henry. I expect him to probably lead the league. I'm going to say he's going to lead the league in rushing again. Yeah.
No, hot take. Okay, now, does it worry you that the past 2 seasons, Derrick Henry has popped off at the end of the season, both times? He was a little more consistent last year, but how come the Titans haven't figured out this guy will run, like, do it the whole season? Don't just do it the last 6 or 7
I'd
games.
like to see him a full season at the start with Tannehill because they were so bad with Mariota.
Yeah, but he did the same thing last year when he had that like 240-yard game versus Jacksonville, and then back-to-back weeks he had 170, and then topped it off with 200-yard games to finish the season. And that's almost exactly what he did last year. He did have a few flashes in between that, but week 10 on, he was dominant. But does that worry you even a little bit that off to a slow start? And I mean, you can lose your league in the first 4 weeks going 0-4.
Yeah, I'm just like I said. Once they got Tannehill, they got that offense clicking. They're going to run out the same exact game plan they had the second half of the season, and until someone shows that they can stop him, I don't really see him slowing down.
Did we not? Okay. I think we saw him at like last year might have been his absolute ceiling though.
Okay.
So you're drafting him at his ceiling. That's not something I like to do.
No, he finished 2 last year. I'm drafting him at 4.
Well, you get his point. Like his ceiling as far as stats go. I get you, Matt.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, the thing is, I guess I'm on Ryan's side with this. Like he does have potential.
You're taking him number 4 too?
No, I'm not taking.
Okay.
Him.
All right.
Well.
Okay. Well, answer this then. It's a clear top 3. I think everybody agrees it's McCaffrey, Saquon, and Zeke. Why wouldn't you take him at 4? Why is Dalvin Cook better? Why is Alvin Kamara better?
PPR value.
Thomas better?
Because he's not a 3-down back. That's the only thing that I don't like about him. Like
who's not a 3-down back?
He's never had more than 18 catches.
No, Britt, who's not a 3-down back? A 3-down back is a guy that can get carries all 3 downs.
No.
No, you're thinking of a 3rd down back, like a guy you sub in on 3rd and long.
Well, but also
like catches.
No,
He is a 3-down back. That's a workhorse. That's what a 3-down back is.
No, in fantasy,
I kind of agree with both. Like, I understand what both y'all's points are.
Right, finish
look,
your
a
thought.
3-down back is someone who's not going to be taken off the field on third down, third and long when they need to throw the ball. Now, Derrick Henry could be a 3-down back with what you're saying, but in my opinion, a 3-down back is someone who doesn't come off the like Nick Chubb is not a 3-down back. On third down, he's going to get taken out because he doesn't catch the ball. And Derrick Henry got taken out
And
numerous
how
times
many
last
3-down backs are there in the league then?
That's my
2.
whole point.
McCaffrey
No,
or 3.
there's McCaffrey, Barkley, Zeke, Kamara.
I don't know if you
Cook.
can consider Kamara a 3-down back.
Kamara,
Okay.
3-down back. How many
Okay.
carries did Latavius get last year?
McCaffrey, Barkley, Zeke, and we'll go with Cook and
We'll go with.
Joe Mixon, and maybe Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kenyon Drake.
You're
Like,
just
I'm
making
not
shit
saying I
up.
would draft any of those guys over him, but a 3-down back is someone who's going to catch the ball on third down. And he's never had more than 18 catches. So that
Why don't you
worries
look
me
up the
a lot.
definition of 3-down back and then read it to me?
I understand what he means, though. Basically, he's just stating that he's not going to have PPR value still.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I
he's
agree
making
with
it too
that.
literal. A third down back is on third and
No,
long,
no, no.
you're going to be able to catch the ball. Because on third down, if the running back is getting it, most of the time it's a pass.
I
Unless
agreed
it's third and 1. I understand.
that he's not a 3rd-down back, but he is a 3-down back. You just said the wrong term.
I don't see the difference at all.
There's a difference.
But yes.
We all agree on the same thing. He doesn't catch the ball. That's the point that matters there.
Exactly. On third down, he's not going to be in the game.
Okay, Rick.
Unless it's third and 1 or third and 2. So he's not a 3-down back, whereas if you have McCaffrey, Saquon, or Zeke, they're not coming off the field. They get 50, 60, 70, 80
but
catches.
let's move on past this point because he has Henry ranked 4 anyways, so it's not we don't have to compare them anyways. Just, I guess obviously you'd take Kamara and Cook over Henry then.
Yeah, they're 3-down backs, and that's my point. Like, I think, or even maybe Miles Sanders, like, they're not going to come off the field on third down to catch the ball.
I've been quoted as saying I want to take Joe Mixon over Derrick Henry this year.
Yeah, why? Because Mixon's a 3-down back?
Because he's a better receiver than Henry is.
Yeah.
And Henry's going to get more carries than all these guys anyway, so he kind of makes up for it in the. But I will say, last year the reason he got so many carries is because they were able to keep the game so close.
I guess my only argument to Keller is then why doesn't he like Chubb? Because Chubb is basically Derrick Henry.
Because they don't have a Kareem Hunt as their backup.
As their third down back?
I don't even want to. How is Chubb Derrick Henry? How's that even in comparison?
Because he doesn't really catch the ball, and he gets 300 carries.
No, there's only 2 guys last year that got 300 plus carries.
Well, he had 298 carries. I'm sorry.
So you think he's gonna get,
but Derrick Henry got 380 something. So.
Wait, 380 what?
I could have swore I saw 380.
He got 303.
Well, there goes my point.
303.
Oh, maybe it was the Titans as a whole. That's what I saw.
I guess that's my point to you, Keller, is like, what's the difference between Chubb and Henry? Like, I'd rather get Chubb later and not go number 4 overall. The only thing different from him last year was just Derrick Henry had more touchdowns, 16, and that's going to come down. I think you would agree on that.
I don't know. How many times did they get to the goal line and run the ball?
No, I mean, Chubb had 8 touchdowns last year, but that's my point. Like, I'd rather go Chubb around later than get Henry there. They're the same player.
But Kareem Hunt is there.
On third down, but Derrick Henry's not in there anyway, catching the ball.
I'm done with the third down talk.
Yeah, we spent way too long on third. But I saw something too. Does it not worry you that I know I mentioned the games are close and when in close games he does well, but in games that they lost, he averaged 6 less carries per game, 22 to 16.
Yeah,
so
that's game script. He doesn't catch the ball a lot. Back to my point, basically, where that's the only thing that worries me. And I wouldn't take him that high. Now, if you're talking 10th or 11th pick, yeah, I will consider him right there along with Chubb. They're the same guy, in my opinion.
But the Titans do a very good job of staying in every game.
Yeah, they do.
Because they have a good defense, because they run the ball. You don't ever really see the Titans get blown out, aside from when they played the Texans that one time where we just smoke them somehow.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're a good team. I don't like I don't know if they'll win as many games as they did last year, but they'll be right around like 9-7 or so. They're going to be in just about every game. Derrick Henry is going to get about 25 carries a game. Like, he's going to be there. You're going to want him on your team. He was carrying people through the playoffs, like, single-handedly.
Yeah, if you're able to make the playoffs with him, he didn't have a terrible start to the year, but if you're able to make the playoffs with him, he definitely didn't hurt you in the playoffs. Those back-to-back years, he's done that too. Let's see. I guess it's worth mentioning too. Deion Lewis is gone. They drafted Darrington Evans basically to replace him as their third down back.
I mean, okay, we'll save this for after the show because I have something proving to you from a GM saying 3 down back.
Read it.
Yeah, might as well read it now. It's about to be over anyways.
Was basically Baltimore's GM saying that J.K. Dobbins is a true 3 down back, which is exactly what I'm saying. He can do everything. He catches the ball and he's on there first and second down. That was my whole point. I'm sorry we had different opinions on what it meant, but I am validated.
You're right. I mean, that guy invented football, so there you go. Got it straight from the source.
So this is a good comment down below. This is what YouTubers do. Comment down below and tell us who you agree with, Ryan or Britt, on what a 3 down back is or a third down.
Yeah.
Want
Tell
my
us
bots
who
to
you
come
would take
through
at their
for me.
ADP too, Chubb or Derrick Henry at their ADP.
Okay, well at their ADP.
At their ADP.
Well, what is? You never even
shit.
told us what Henry's ADP was.
You could have both if you wanted to.
Henry's ADP is probably 5.
Well, you're the ADP guy.
It's around
His
5.
ADP right now is 4. Or in a half PPR, it's 6.
There you go. 6.
That's also worth mentioning. I guess it's already been kind of clear though. If you are in a PPR league, Henry loses value. If in a standard league, he goes up. So
Chubb is 12 in a half PPR.
all
right. On that note, Derrick Henry is our 4th ranked running back, number 4 overall. We out.
We out. I named this video third down back. Derrick Henry?
Dude,
Question mark.
Mike,